Welcome back to another episode of PMP, and this week, it's early. Yep, it's Thursday. Thursday, boys, ladies, people, I don't know. Thursday, and you're getting PMP. So you're getting it early because I've been late a couple weeks or somewhere in there. Anyways, happy to be back. Getting very, very excited. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a number of things, but specifically, we are going to be talking about Scouring the West Farthing, which is the official launch of the OHA's tournament segment. Thinking it's going to be a 2-year thing, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, we're excited, but let us get the official formalities of PMP out of the way. Today's brew, we have... This is a Coors Banquet in the classic Canadian stubby bottle. This is epic. This makes the beer taste so much better being in this bottle. Oh, it's so good when it hits your lips. 1936 stubby bottle. That's what it says. That's when these bad boys were out and going. Certainly hope they made new ones. I don't want to be drinking out of one from 1936. But anyways, Coors Banquet, it's a good beer. I like it. It's good. It's right up there with Rolling Rock. It's a lot nicer than the Coors Light, which to me is, you know, kind of like drinking water. But I do enjoy a little bit of a heavier beer. So this is magically delicious. I enjoy it, and cheers. Here's to P&P being early this week. Oh, it's been a long day, a hot day here in southwestern Ontario, 30 degrees, very warm, so important to get the hydration level back to where it should be. So, moving right along to Scouring the West Farthing, some exciting developments and announcements that we're going to make specifically here on PNP. I am thrilled to be sharing these with you. It is going to be some information regarding the prizing that will be available at Scouring the West Farthing. Basically, I'm going to show you the prizes, but I'm not going to tell you what prize goes with what category. Basically, we're going to show you what's up for grabs. I think, you know, given the circumstances and the style of tournament that we're running, the prizing support has been phenomenal. Pretty excited to see, you know, what comes of it. I know there was an announcement yesterday announced that the snowboard that I'm working on right over here, that's the over here finger. If you could look over here, you would see the snowboard, but you can't. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, that's it. That's all. That's all I'm going to show you. That's it. Snowboard is going to be given away as a prize, which is pretty exciting. I don't think I've ever seen anybody give away a full board as a prize. Now, there is a caveat to that. Clearly, we have some friends coming from south of the border. If they are the people that end up winning said prize, we will have to work something out with how we're going to get it down there. For those who are local to Ontario, winning that prize also comes with delivery. Obviously, hopefully timed around some sort of event where I'm going to be sort of in your neighborhood. But I'm happy to get it to anybody who's sort of in the Ontario area. You know, that's kind of part and parcel to the prizing. So that being said, you don't have to worry about lugging it home day of. We'll be happy to hold on to it for you and get it up to you at our earliest convenience. But pretty much a first, I think, for prizing for a tournament. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody giving away a board. So excited about that. Excited as well because it's different. It's a winter themed board. You don't see a lot of that. You know, I think it's going to be awesome. I've kept it very generic on purpose so that you can get multiple uses out of it, be it for you know, our clear love SBG LOTR the Hobbit, or you know, if there's something around the corner that might be tweaking your interest, something along the lines of you know, Star Wars Legion or something. I think you could probably get away with calling it Hoth if you had to, or for that matter, any sci-fi fantasy it's going to fit in, it's going to work. It's very generic. It is not LOTR specific, and that was sort of the goal going with that and making it a prize, was I wanted to keep it very generic. So very happy with that, with how it's come up. I need to do a couple more coats on the snow effects, just where the drifts are, to build them up a bit, and then go in with some both dead grass tufts as well as snow covered grass tufts, just to dress it out a little bit, and then border the edges in black, and she'll be good to go. So the board will be played at Scouring the West Farthing, but somebody will be lucky enough that they're going to call that theirs. It's not mine no more. Nope. Don't want it. Don't have room for it. Take it. Get out of here. Had enough. I can't keep this stuff anymore. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's boards and terrain and shit coming out everywhere. It's ridiculous. So you're going to take it home. So that was cool. Next prize we want to talk about. OHA George has gone out of his way to ensure that this event is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I can't say enough about the work that this guy's put in, whether it's having to do with the boards or the prizing or the awards. There is going to be still shots of everything that I am talking about at the end of this video. So watch to the end or skip to the end, whatever you want to do. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Just, they're going to be there. That's all I'm saying. So, basically, he has got a hold of some amazing medals that are going to be given out to first, second, and third. Along with that, we've had one of our sponsors, the Game Chamber in London. You can look him up online and Facebook. Game Chamber London, it's sort of a hobby hub within London. Great selection, hobby supplies, terrific gaming area. We've held an event there for a games day. Tim is an awesome guy, so check him out online. That's Game Chamber in London, Ontario. He has offered up a special membership, which I think is pretty cool. It would cost you money to sign up for this membership, and basically it gives you 10% off of anything in the store, plus if it's GW product, 15% off of anything in the store, as well as ordering in. Now, he is limited on what he can bring in for Lord of the Rings, but give Tim a call if you do end up winning these as prizes. You know, give him a call, see what you can get, see what you can do. I know a lot of us are you know, varied in our hobbying, so, you know, maybe you're into 40K, maybe you're into Age of Sigmar. He's going to have something there that you're going to be able to spend your money on. And that 15% off, I mean, at the end of the day, that's still 15% off. It's great. So he's been kind enough to throw 2 of those our way to throw into the prize lot. So those are going to be thrown in with something. We also have Bard's Family. Those miniatures will be up for grabs. The full blister from Forge World will be available, as well as Alfred. Alfred is going to be available. And that is Alfred showing off his beautiful bust in that dress. Stunning model. And also an exclusive model. So for those of you who don't get out into the international scene, this may be a good opportunity for you to get your hands on Alfred, where you otherwise may not. You know, this day and age, a lot of people will order them for you if you do want them that bad. But you can come to the OHA, we're going to look after you. And if that so happens to be the prize you get, it's a bonus, right? So we've covered Bard's Family, Alfred. We also have an OHA custom-made Hobbit walking stick that is going to be awarded out. Pretty excited about that. You know, it's a stick that you walk with, which I think is pretty impressive. Bilbo had one, and if Bilbo had one, then we should all have one, right? I think that's how it works. So cheers to Bilbo and his stick. After that, what else do we have? Oh, we have a beautiful acrylic trophy that George has had made up, and that is for Best Themed. There will also be a number of certificates given out for Best Painted Evil and Best Painted Good. So the prizing, I think, is pretty cool. There is also going to be a prize and a certificate awarded to Best Hobby Ambassador. And what we're looking for in that is someone who reflects representation of SBG as a hobby among the community. So specifically for this event, but obviously we're going to take other things into factor or into consideration. I'm sorry, with regards to your participation within the hobby, how you're actively trying to motivate and promote. It's something that we definitely want to recognize as the OHA, because that's our primary focus, is getting people into the game and expanding this wonderful game. So there will be prizing and a certificate for that, which is absolutely exciting. And as I said, all of these wonderful prizes are going to be posted at the end of the video, with some still shots and some epic background music. So let's touch on the Friday night. The OHA is hosting an open games night on the Friday night. There are going to be 2 tables available. Basically, the premise here is we want to meet, mingle, chew the fat, shoot the shit, do whatever, however you want to put it. Hang out, do whatever, have some drinks, and have a good time. So there's going to be 2 tables set up for open gaming. I would recommend, we're going to keep it simple, 650 points. If you want to use your tournament force, great. If you want to bring something else, don't care. Bring whatever you want. 650 points, absolutely no restrictions whatsoever. Bring whatever you want. Open gaming, as I said, 2 tables. We're going to try and cram in as much SBG as we can. And for those of us who are not playing, hopefully we're going to be an active audience and cheering on the individuals who are. So there's also the possibility we could get like a 4-way game going, which is cool. Going to be pretty open, pretty loosey-goosey. As for this is very important, so pay attention. Just if you need to turn your volume up, turn your volume up. The refreshments for Friday night. The OHA will be offering a toonie bar. That's a toonie bar. For those of you who are American and have money that is not cool like ours, a toonie is a $2 coin. So basically, you're going to want to get a lot of $2 coins. There's going to be a cup. I'm not going to be policing nothing. I'm hoping that we can do this on the honor system. You drop a toonie in, you have a drink. That's how it's going to work. Whether it's a beer, whether it's a shot, I don't care what it is. You drop a toonie in the cup, we call her square. And that's just basically to cover the cost of the booze. Not, that's the expectation as far as the OHA is concerned. Honor system, drop the toonie in. If you don't drop it in, I'm going to break your legs. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But seriously, drop the toonie in, because this is Canada. We don't mess around with that, right? So, toonie bar, which a whole lot better than the bar downstairs, let me tell you. The Retro Suites is a beautiful hotel, but when you got to start getting bar service from the room up to, from the restaurant up to the room where we're at, I can tell you from years past, it is quite expensive. So, we're going to ensure that we've got an optimal selection of beer, as well as liquor, Caesars, rye, rum, things of that nature. We're going to make sure you guys are covered and we have what you're looking for. So far, it looks like we've got about 12 or 13 confirmed for sure, as well as a number of drop-ins. Just really looking for this to sort of be like a hobby hub and a mingling point. So, by all means, bring your 650 points. If you don't want to play, then just come down and hang out. That's awesome. We'll talk SBG, we'll talk Hobbit Hobby, we'll talk online content, whatever you want to do. So definitely looking forward to that. Friday night, I think, is going to be awesome. Oh, so good. Now for the Saturday, registration is going to start at 9:30. Doors for the convention should be opening at 9. That being said, we would ask that nobody try to be moving in and sneaking in early. There's going to be a lot of setup going on, a lot of people working behind the scenes with kegs to get KegsCon 2017 up to par and ready to run. So we would just ask that you guys wait patiently outside. The doors from the hotel, at least in, are going to be blocked off. The outdoor ones won't be open until 9. So 9 o'clock you'll be able to get in, have a look, see what's going on. Sort of wander around everything that's going to be on offer. The OHA is going to have a participation game. I will be running Amon Hen with George and Evan obviously manning the tournament and taking things from there. So, as well as all the participation games, the vendors, bar, food service, etc. I think the bar opens at 11, so the first little bit, hopefully everyone's going to be okay till 11 o'clock. Then the bar will open. You guys are happy to, or you know, have at her. Get in there, whatever you want to do. For those of you who are staying the Saturday night, I don't know how many there are. I haven't really confirmed that at all. You know, there will be, obviously for us, from the OHA, large amount of teardown that has to take place after the event. I think our event wraps up 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in there, but we have the hall until midnight, so there's a possibility there for some open gaming, should anybody desire it, from sort of the end of the tournament on. The convention itself runs until about midnight. They usually do a giant sort of Wild West Bonanza game, which is loads of fun, so if you want to jump in on that, I highly recommend it. It is a great, fun game. Keith and Brian do an excellent job. Those two are really the driving force behind KegsCon, and they've done an excellent job of growing it year over year, and with your help this year, we're really hoping that it's going to be an awesome year. So there's also going to be an X-Wing tournament on at this event, as well as a number of vendors that are going to offer all kinds of goodies for you, hobby supplies, miniatures. There's definitely going to be something for proxies there, I can promise you that. But if anybody wants to let us know who's going to be around on the Saturday night, the OHA group will not be at the hotel on the Saturday night. We're going to actually be coming back and crashing at my place. But for those of you who have traveling capabilities, if you're at the hotel and you have a vehicle and you want to come out, we're probably going to do something like a bonfire out at my farm here. You know, we'll do some drinks, obviously, OHA refreshments as per the official OHA constitution, which will be released soon, but basically it says if you have an event, you have refreshments. Otherwise, you don't have an event. That's just the way it goes. But that being said, for those of you who are planning on staying the Saturday night, we would be happy to have you out here for a couple of refreshments and to hang out a little bit after the event. Do the bonfire thing, and then, you know, you're welcome to return back to the hotel. I would love to be able to offer everybody a space. Obviously, I just don't have the space for that. So unfortunately, I am booked up solid, full of reservations. Can't take anybody else. So there's a few people that will be traveling back here and staying the night. You know, but you're more than welcome to come out for a bonfire and you know, sort of unwind from the tournament. So. As far as a recap, pricing wise, very excited to show you guys what's going on at the end of this video with the pictures, show you some of the stuff that George has got made up for this, and as well as the prizes on offer for the event. I think it's awesome, very awesome, and we wanted to be very mindful of recognizing people other than first, second, third. As I said in the previous video, as important as that is, for the OHA, that is not the focus of the hobby. And we wanted to make sure that people knew coming into an OHA event, going forward, whether it's, you know, one tournament a year, 2 tournaments a year, we decide to do 3, whatever the breakdown is, when you come to an OHA event, everybody is going to have the opportunity to go home with something, not just strictly based on your skill set as a player. Which I think is important in building the hobby. You know, 100% the OSBGL is doing a terrific job, and for those who come in through the OHA and want to get into the competitive side, we've got a perfect chute to send them. But for the OHA, it's about growing the hobby. So, you know, we're just excited to be offering what we can offer to motivate and drive people. Cannot wait to see the themes and the armies that come out of this event. I posted a picture earlier today on the page of a fellow from the States with his Gondor army. Amazing display board, amazing Gondor force, looks terrifically painted. Cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait to see what all you guys are bringing. Very, very excited. Very excited to be meeting the OSBGL guys. You know, and spend some time talking to them about stuff. You know, there's some individuals in particular that I'm really looking forward to meeting. But that being said, we're going to be doing it in a very casual, light environment. Refreshments are going to be available. The Friday night's going to be huge, particularly for bringing the two groups together. I think it's going to be a great icebreaker. So when you get to the hotel, I am going to try and flag something at the front desk for you guys that's going to let you know where we're going to be. I'm going to have the hotel, basically when you check in, let them know you are part of the OHA group. I'm going to have something at the desk so that they know where to send you or where to direct you. The interesting part about the retro suites is the rooms are set up differently than what you would take from a traditional hotel, because it's an older building and it was modified to accommodate a hotel. The flooring system as well as the room number system is a little different than what you may be used to, but the staff there are bar none some of the finest people that you will ever deal with in the hospitality industry, and they are going to be more than happy to show you where you need to go and give you directions on where to find us. So we will be in a private conference room, and I will indicate that at the desk, so feel free when you check in to make sure that you check with your clerk or agent or whatever you want to call them, and just ask where is the OHA event tonight. There will be, for those interested, board gaming, etc. available in the private dining room of the restaurant. That's a kegs function. They will be hosting some people just doing some casual board gaming on the Friday night for those that are coming out of town from that. So if that's something that takes your fancy, feel free to go and dive into that. Or you can check out both. Or you can just come play SPG. Whatever you want. Doesn't matter. We are going to be there all night. Not sure what the time frame is for the room, but once we're done at the room, obviously we're going to be going back to the suite, the official OHA suite, which is epic. It's called the Loft. It has like 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Like, it's ridiculous, but that's official OHA Party Central. So once things are wrapped up at the conference room, rest assured there will be more refreshments to follow. So as far as P&P goes for this week, that's it. I'm so pumped. Cannot wait. Next week, we're going to have a very, very special episode of P&P with a pretty big announcement, as well as a special filming location, which makes sense given what's happening next week. So I know I can't wait. I'm just thrilled beyond words to be hosting this kind of event, to be part of the group that's hosting this event, and to see it all come together with all the hard work that has gone into it. So really hope you guys are looking forward to it. Cannot wait to meet you. And at the end of this video here, as I said, the pictures of the amazing prize support that is going to be available at this event will follow. And can't wait to meet you guys and see you guys on Friday. So it's Jason from the OHA Forge signing off. You guys have a good night.